Yo. Welcome back for the last episode of the month. We have made it through the month of January. We are here. For everybody who stuck around for episodes 1 through 3, which were pretty bland because I just wanted to put out some content. So if y'all stuck around, I appreciate y'all, but things are only going up from here. Still getting acclimated to, doing a podcast and how the topics and flows and everything go when you're doing this. But that's what we're doing it for. We going through the journey and y'all gonna see everything we doing. Now, for my new people who are just now joining in, if you haven't listened to episodes 1 through 3, this podcast here is called The Visit, and we are basically just talking about life's journey, everything that we go through, the ups and downs, the highs and lows, the lessons that are learned, networking, helping out any way that we can with each other. Like, it takes a village, it takes a community. A lot of people want to know how to be successful or how to navigate this thing called life. So we just here to try to give our little 2 cents on whatever we can. If you want to rock with us and keep coming back. If not, then so be it. No hard feelings. We understand. But like I said, we're here for episode 4. Man, I'm excited to be here. This episode here is gonna be the jam-packed with all the info y'all been asking for, everything y'all been needing. I don't even want to hold y'all up because I know after listening to the first 3 episodes, y'all like question. Everybody's been asking me, they saw that I got hired via social media, Facebook to be exact, because that was the first platform to put it out. But I did get hired to work in Lancaster ISD. So I'm there now working in the special education department at Rolling Hills Elementary. However, the big question that everybody's been asking me and talking about and, just been going around the community is, am I coaching? I sat down and met with Coach Jackson. Great guy, great man. I love his morals and ethics. I saw where his head is. He sounds like a great guy. The proof of being the pudding. So just want to see him come in and do his thing for the program. You know what I mean? But we did have that long talk. We talk ball, we talk coaches, relationships, we talk scenarios, we talk lots of different things. As of right now, as of this last episode of January 31st, I am not coaching at Lancaster. I am just teaching. There's no coaching football as of right now. Now I know when they start spring ball in March, they'll be trying to, get that staff together, if it isn't complete already and doing what they need to do. So, I'm chilling. I'm not really in a rush to be, just coaching because I know I got my boys. I got Jason Jack. We're getting ready to start baseball here in about 2 weeks. And then soccer is attached to that baseball season also. So we're about to be busy, and I prefer giving my time to my boys when I can. You know what I mean? I'm a real homebody and love being with my family, but I also know I got to keep clothes on their back and food on the table. So that comes with, without saying, but I'm only going to go and do what I love and what I think is best for me. And right now, I'm going to just wait out my situation and still see there's still other opportunities. But the main thing is I just needed a job to take care of my family, and I'm grateful. And that's that. All right. Now, if any of y'all got any questions or concerns or anything, y'all reach out to me, man, um, via social media, or if you got my number, hit me up. As far as job opportunities or also training. Yeah, like I said in another episode, y'all know I train speed and agility workout. So if you got some young bulls or some older bulls, because I want to say I start at age 6 or 7. I can do 6 or 7. And that goes all the way up to pros. So if y'all know anybody who just want to get that work in, I'm always just a call away, and I travel. So yeah, Yeah, let's get that rolling. Also, my wife. Let me big shout out my wife, Tanaya. Um, my wife, she's homegrown Lancaster, also state champion hurdler. Went to LSU and then ran in the Pan American Games for Team USA's silver medalist in the hurdle. So my wife also does some training too in the community. So if you looking for somebody for speed training or hurdle training, because that's her specialty, reach out. We here for y'all. And we do have, all the knowledge and everything that you will need to help you and your child get to the next level. Now, with that being said, since we got that out the way, let's keep it rolling, man. I wanted to let y'all know how excited I am here as I'm about to start coaching my sons in sports. The first sport we are starting off with is baseball, and this is the first time that I will be involved actively as a coach. Now, me coming up, I'm you kind of rinse and repeat. So I'm kind of using that same cycle that my dad used with me. My dad allowed me to play for a different coach growing up rather than just being coached by my dad, which built a strong rapport for me with other adults, being able to take coaching instructions, directions, and do what's asked of me from somebody else in a team setting. So that's how I started my kids off. Um, I know a lot of y'all know me, and everybody was looking for me to throw my boys right into the fire of going out there with the dogs and everything. Believe me, they gonna get with the dogs, but it's a process. And as long as you understand the process, you just fine. We running our own race. So I ain't out here just trying to, ball till I fall with my boys. We really setting a foundation and building fundamentals. They learning actually how to play the game and the rules about the game and why the game is fun to be played. And that's for every sport, not just football or basketball, baseball, soccer, just every sport all around, because that translates everywhere. So, yeah, I'm excited and looking forward to that. And also, my wife is involved too. I'm coaching 8U with Jace. We are playing for the Supersonics. He also got all his boys there, so we'll be playing with his friend Saint, his friend Amon, and his friend Marlo. But we do have a team about 14, 15. And then mom is the head coach of the T-Rex Sluggers, which is Jackson's blast ball team. So they both will be out there active, getting a swing on and getting a run on to start it off. Um, Man, I'm just so excited about, this podcast and what it can potentially grow into. I'm going to stay consistent with it. And the way that this podcast is going to take off and have lots of growth is by interaction and getting you all involved, my listeners. So um, if you have a message or if you have some information, anything that you want to get out or you feel like you want to talk about it, my podcast is going to be the platform to do so. So anybody here local in the Dallas area that wants to, just reach out and we can set that up. Let's do it. The only way to go is up. And if you are not trying, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So we got to take those shots, y'all. And let's see where it take it. Another big shout out. Another big thing. Big shout out to my boy Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, my brother, best friend, college roommate, college teammate. He just released capsule 2 of his clothing line, Showtime. So capsule 1, I know I missed it, and a couple of my other boys, they missed it too. So this one, me and the guys, we were in a group message, and we made sure that we stayed on top of each other about getting this capsule 2 so we could show support and get everything that we need. So capsule 2 was just released Friday. So if you listening now, go log on. You can tap into any of his social media. I'm not sure what the website is, but if you look up Aaron Jones on social media, you can get to his Showtime clothing line page where they have released capsule 2, and it is first come, first serve. Everything is pretty much limited. Uh, and it is what it is. Is going quick. He's got beanies, he's got hoodies, shirts, sweatsuits, socks. He's doing it all. He's got the wallet chains. He taking it off to the next level, and he's gotten an endless amount of NFL players to promote and wear his gear. So you want to look like the pros, my boy. He got what you need, and it's not too out of price. If you in them Nike Techs and you wearing them J's, yeah, get in there. You can get in there. Yeah, so shout out to him. And then I also want to give a shout out, because I can't leave him out, to the rest of my guys. Everybody that is part of my crew. So I don't want to leave nobody out. I'm not going to go through the names like that. They know who they are. It's 13 of us. And I love y'all boys. We gonna get this thing. And you all, as listeners, will be meeting all of my friends, all of my boys. You will hear about what they're doing with their lives, what's going on, where they work, what they've been through, anything that they would like to share or help. You're gonna get all of that here. So I have boys who are they, like I said, they work at the hospital, IT consultant. I have firefighter friends. I have professional friends who are, in the league, just all around. I've got some in the insurance field. I got some that are in the what management field of like construction contracting projects. So they're all over. So if you just, whatever you got a knack for or ear for, you're gonna get a little bit of it. And then I'm also gonna reach out to family who I know are embedded in different industries and that can help out. I have a cousin who is one of the top realtors in the Houston area. Um, for sure, she is at the top. I will be releasing her information coming up soon. And from there, guys, like I said, we just gonna try to get this thing rolling. Um, just see how much we can build. You all spread the word, and we gonna go from there. What else can I think about? The wife will be joining us on some episodes. She's excited to come in and give us her input on everything that she's just been dealing with as a wife, as a mother, and just as a person who's, growing up and learning things, and just trying to do things the right way without making, as many errors as the next person, trying to just navigate through smoothly, making sure we're doing our due diligence and research on everything that we're giving you guys. But she loves to cook, so I'm sure you'll hear about cooking, and for sure you'll hear about track. So if you're sticking around with us, you're gonna hear that from her. Jason should be on the episode at least probably every once a month, and where he talks about what he's done in sports and his growth and where he's headed. And we'll love to hear from him because he loves to talk. So you all will get to see him open up. And then I'm also going to try to reach out to my mom, who is the counselor at Lancaster High School, just to get an insight on her world. She said that she has a lot of information, a lot of knowledge that she wants to share with not only the kids, but the adults as well, as far as school things. My mom is an educator, and she loves to know that she's pushing individuals to their maximum abilities when it comes to academics and growth as a person. So my mom is also like a licensed counselor. So um, shout out to her. She's always been a shoulder to lean on, somebody who's always been there to communicate, judgment free. So I am very thankful for my mom. We also going to talk about investing. Right now, the stock market is taking a plunge. It is going down right now as we have just changed Fed chairs. We had Powell. He has now been replaced, and I want to state that I am neutral. I'm not a supporter of Trump or Democrats or Republicans, like just in general. I'm just somebody, I am independent, and I'm just somebody who likes to do my own research and due diligence. And if my morals and ethics line up with theirs, then it lines up. If not, I ain't checking for them. But I definitely have to pay attention to what's going on with, like I said, Trump and the tariffs and the economy and what's all going on. So, um, just a heads up, you all, we will be playing, starting here in February. We'll be looking at weekly and monthly contracts trading. Me and my guys, we day trade. So we are trading options contracts. We have not made a checklist. Today is Sunday. We haven't made that checklist, but I will be releasing that first episode here within the first week, if not recording it tomorrow, which would be Monday after work, so that you all can know what plays that we jumped in. So um, if you listening to this now, I'm giving you the sauce. So if you are invested in stocks or you interested in the market, stick around, because we gonna dive into that. You can go ahead and get something set up. There's many different platforms you can use. We have Webull, we have Robinhood, we have Moomoo. Those are the top three for me. As far as all of the information you can get, explaining everything, getting your chart set up, and everything that you'll need to be successful, and and basically compounding your gains and taking that interest payment and building off of that, and hopefully changing your situation for the better. So that is another avenue. And then, as I've stated, me and the wife here, we just bought a new home here in July that we are currently living in. The plan for me and my wife is to be in a new home in about 4 to 5 years. We've kind of hit this button where we're on rinse and repeat with our investments as far as real estate. So we started off in Waxahachie, where we have a rental property there, 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom, 3,100 square feet, big backyard, everything you need. So if you know anybody who is looking for a place to stay, reach out there, because we do have that available. The second rental property will be located in Seagoville. And like I said, we are looking to have that property up in the next 5 to 6 years, as we move on to our ultimate goal of at least owning an acre minimum of land, so that we can go ahead and start our dream. My wife wants to have her own little facility for training athletes, which will work for the both of us. So we plan on putting that on the farm. And then we're real big on living off the land. So though we haven't been able to do it, I'm a country boy. I'm from East Texas, Nacogdoches to be exact. So the farm life is that's normal life for me. So when we do purchase this acre or so, we are looking forward to farming, to actually growing the fruits and vegetables that we would like, and also having cattle, horses, cows, sheep, goats, whatever you name it, we have it. And then we also become a will also become a place for people who have livestock but don't have a place to put them. So you can leave your livestock with us. We'll take care of them. And you all just pay that fee and check up on them as you may. So I'm just giving you a little insight on the future. We on the grind right now, and we as in me and my family, we understand that it takes sacrifices, and that is the number one thing that separates humans, successful humans, from the non-successful humans, is discipline and the desire to do this every day. If you want to be great, you can't say you want to be great one day and not be great the next day. You have to literally have the mindset of being great every day. Because like I tell my boys, we live by the motto, how you do anything is how you do everything. So regardless if I'm asking my boys to put up clothes or throw something away or go get some or whatever, I expect them to do it with intensity. I expect them to do it the correct way, following attention to detail, like all of those things that take you a long way. I'm teaching my kids to be great listeners, to show active listening skills, to be great communicators, to never be afraid to express your feelings, to never care about what other people think, because that is the biggest downfall to majority of the people I know is they care too much about the outside world and what people think. Man, life goes on. You won't even see most of these people. Like, you don't even know that growing up, the same people you grew up with, it's only a handful of them that you're going to continue to stay in touch with when you grow up. And even when you grow up, you come in contact with so many people, you're not really even looking to build those relationships if they are not important. So I'm teaching my kids to use that communication to build relationships and network with the important individuals, the ones who they see fit, deem to have their time or to give their time to, as it will be beneficial to them. If it don't make sense, then we ain't messing with it. Everything we do has to be a calculated move, a calculated step. There's no room for error because time is short. Time is thin. You don't know when your time is going to run out. So you have to make the most of your day. We all got 24 hours. You all got to hit those 24 hours running and getting the most out of it. You cannot waste a second of the day. I advise you to make a budget. I advise you to make a plan day by day. I advise you to stay on top of everything. Don't be a procrastinator. Don't wait. Don't hold things off. Be the one to get it done, and just watch how that makes you feel. Watch how your aura changes. Um, Also, the biggest thing that I want to push to my listeners is start reading. A lot of kids in this generation coming up are having a hard time reading, as I'm an educator and I see it every day. But I want you all to start reading, not only to build your vocabulary and your intellect, but also because one of my great friends who's very, very successful, very, very successful, he let me know that the rich people, and this is also in a book also, the book is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And anything that it preached was, this was the message: rich people, the rich, the wealthy, they hide their secrets in books. Why do they hide it in books? Because they know that the next person or the average person is not going to take the time or even have the time in their schedule to actually sit down and read a book. So that's what they do. The wealthy know that they have time to sit around and read. So that's what they do. If there's a message that they want to convey or get out to the next successful individual or the next person in their circle, or trying to obtain their life goal, they put it in a book. And that is, I know, one of the downfalls of many individuals. Just simply reading. Reading is fundamental. You have to know how to read. It is important to be able to read and comprehend, understand what you are reading so that you can apply it in life. So with that being said, I just wanted to give y'all that knowledge, man, to stay tuned in here, because it's gonna heat up. It's gonna get real good, and our guests are gonna bring the heat and everything also. Um Again, I'm your host, Quan. I'm excited to have all of you all with me on this journey. I hope you got your notebook ready. I hope you're ready to, you know, just take a new leap at life in a new direction, and just say, this year, 2026, is going to be all about me and pushing myself forward and aligning myself with all of my goals and aspirations I have for the future. I'm here for that. Reach out to me if you need anything. And I do mean anything. I'm an entrepreneur, so I have the networking capabilities to help out with anything. Just reach out. There is no such thing as a dumb question, and there's no such thing as a wrong question. I am just here to help. I do not judge. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a regular human being, an educator, 31 years old, just trying to make it in life and trying to help anybody who would like to be helped. That's it. This has been another episode of The Visit. Appreciate y'all tapping in. So until next time, y'all be safe out there. Love y'all. Peace.
Yeah. Get out my way. I need space to get the fake off. Get out my way. I need space, I'm about to take